other series already going to 7. BMAC Derby Ace takes to the floor, wanting to join them. Welcome everybody to the Araneta Coliseum as Solar TV brings you our continuing coverage of the 35th season of your Philippine Basketball Association. Magu Marjon here on the floor of the Big Dome, and this is game number 6. The San Miguel Beermen, after blowing a triple match point advantage, they still got 2 more chances starting tonight as they take on the BMAC Derby Ace Llamados. And as we mentioned, San Miguel still leading the series 3 games to 2. Let's take a look at how the series has evolved so far. There you go, BMAC Derby Ace. What a huge game 5. Tony Washam in the 4th quarter, 14 of his 28 points. Game-long brilliances from their 2 bigs, Pingris and Rivas, both coming up with double-doubles, combining for 33 points and 23 rebounds to live to fight another day. So your Sunday evening definitely will be special by sticking around here on Solar TV. San Miguel versus Derby Ace coming right up.
May nahugot pa.
Washam in the corner, tied up, fires, got it to go!
51 seconds and we're gonna 1-3, 1-2, 3.
James launches, got it to go!
Now this guy's been resting. Hindi pagod ito. This guy can play the whole 4th quarter.
And we're so lucky that we were able to pull it through tonight.
Answer me, hello! We got stand out on defense!
It's nice to play again Sunday. I hope we can still prolong our season.
This series extended to another game. It is still 3-2 in favor of the Beermen, but this schedule is stretched.
In the last week and a half, the BMAC Derby Ace Llamados and the San Miguel Beermen have given us a reason to cheer, a reason to boo, a reason to celebrate, and a reason to mourn. Tonight here at the Araneta Coliseum, these 2 teams are all set to take us for another thrill ride. And if the Llamados have their way tonight, they will be seeing this roller coaster heading straight into a must-see, no tomorrow, Game 7 on Wednesday. Basketball addicts of the Philippines, welcome to Game 6 of the 2010 PBA Fiesta Conference. Along with Alex Compton, I'm Vito as a team for Solar TV. And you have the BMAC Derby Ace Llamados who had their backs against the wall 3 times already this conference. First against Rain or Shine, now against San Miguel. What is it about the BMAC Derby Ace Llamados that allows them to persevere and thrive in these situations?
Well, they're a veteran team, a team that's used to winning championships, used to going deep in the playoffs. Even as you mentioned right there, the 3rd knockout game that they're facing in this conference alone, not to even mention the knockout games that they had to face in their title run last conference. So this team has a lot of experience, a lot of depth, and they got an import who can step up and make free throws late.
Now, the San Miguel Beermen have another opportunity to put it away tonight. And we've talked about how the San Miguel Beermen have managed to beat BMAC at their own game, and that is defense. Which brings us to the question, every time the BMAC Derby Ace Llamados win, and you look at these numbers, is it a function of them playing better offense, or is it because the defense of San Miguel breaks down?
Well, I think it's both. I mean, you've got great scorers in Washam and in James Yap, but really the defensive prowess of San Miguel has been key in the series. In their 3 wins, they're holding BMAC below 78 points a game. You have to give them credit. What I noticed right away when looking at the 2 games that BMAC has won is look at how often they're getting to the free throw line. 36 attempts per game and shooting an incredible percentage, 31-36. They're converting a high percentage, so guys like Yap, Washam getting to the line and knocking them down.
Now, the San Miguel Beermen suffered a 6-point loss in game number 5, where 4 of their players scored in double digits. A name that is surprisingly not on that list is Dondon Hontiveros, and the onus is on him, I believe, for him to show up and step up tonight.
Well, Dondon Hontiveros has been a clutch player throughout his entire career. And you see in the 3 games that they won, he's shooting 44% from the 3-point range, which is tremendous. And then in the games that they lost, half as well. Really, Dondon is the type of guy that he's like a Ray Allen. When he's on the court, even if he's not getting the ball a lot and scoring, he's a presence that everyone has to be aware of. Very similar to James Yap on the other side. So if Dondon is knocking down that outside shot, it really opens things up a lot on the inside for the San Miguel big men.
Hontiveros 7 points in game number 5 and 1 of 6 from the 3-point line. Over to the BMAC side, well, not all cylinders were firing that night on game 5. James Yap was definitely limited, but the 2 men that stepped up and more than made up for his numbers, Mark Pingris and Rafi Rivas.
Combining combining for 33 points, 23 rebounds. These guys who are known to be two of the best role players in the league. Two guys who are happy with their role to defend, to rebound, to get putbacks, to get drop passes. Don't really look to go isolation much, but in a time when their main scorer locally, James, is struggling a bit, these guys, not known for their scoring, put in some huge points for their team.
Rafi Rivas with 16 points, 13 rebounds, both of them conference highs. And we talked about James Yap and his lack of production in game number 5. He did not go to the free throw line. That is a conference low, 7 points in game number 5. Is this evidence of the kind of defense that the San Miguel Beermen put up against James Yap?
Well, it's no secret that James Yap is a tremendous player. Such a threat at any time. Even when he's been cold for 3 quarters, he has the potential to explode and take a game over in the 4th. So San Miguel has prepared well for him, but you got to think too the factor of the fatigue, running through screens, having different defenders have to guard him, chasing around, getting bumped. You know, James is a great player, but he's a human, so he's due for an off game every now and then himself.
Now here to tell us more about 2 more barometers of success for both of these teams, here's Dominic Uy.
Thank you, Vito. You talked about the 4 guys, but the 2 guys who will be also in focus for today's ballgame are the 2 imports of the 2 teams. Let's talk about Gabe Freeman. Gabe Freeman playing tremendous basketball for the San Miguel Beermen, and you'll see that in his statistics. In the semifinals alone, he's actually averaging 19 points from the field and 47% from the field, 21 astounding rebounds per ball game and 1.2 assists per game. If you look at Tony Washam, on the other hand, his numbers aren't too great. 23 points, 32% from the field, 8.2 rebounds per game. But look at that, 12 points per game every time that they win. So the question is, will Tony Washam come up in the 4th quarter and force a game 7, or Gabe Freeman, will they finish this in game number 6?
Thank you, Dominic. And there you see Gabe Freeman coming off an 18-point performance to go along with, get this, 25 rebounds in game number 5. And Magoo earlier today mentioned Tony Washam's amazing 4th quarter performance in that particular game. So more heroics to be expected from both of these imports, as we are now just moments away from the tip-off of game number 6. In the 2010 PBA Fiesta Conference semifinals, will the San Miguel Beermen finally put this away and secure a final spot for themselves, or will the BMEC Derby's Llamados make this coming Wednesday a Game 7 doubleheader?
Wow. Well, if you're San Miguel, you certainly don't want to go to a knockout game. You have to look at this game as a knockout in and of itself, because that's the way that you know that BMEG is going to play, and you don't want to go into Game 7 where anything can happen.
Over to the floor now for the introduction of our starting lineups.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the 2nd game of Semifinal Showdown Sunday, as we continue with the 2010 PBA Fiesta Conference, featuring Game 6 between the San Miguel Beermen and the BMEG Derby Ace Llamados. And now, please welcome the starting 5 of your San Miguel Beermen. Starting at guard, number 5, Alex Camagnot. At shooting guard, number 7, Dondon Hontiveros. At center, number 29, Arwind Santos. At small forward, number 23, Jay Washington. And at power forward, number 25, Gabe Freeman. Head coach of the Beermen is Sean Tunkinson. And now, please welcome the starting lineup of your BMEG Derby Ace Llamados. At guard, number 13, Roger Yap. At shooting guard, number 18, James Yap. At center, number 4, Rafi Rivas. At small forward, number 15, Mark Bingris. At power forward, number 14, Tony Washer. Head coach of the Llamados is Paul Ryan Gregorio. Referees in this contest are Gio Gama, Art Arena, and Raymond Morillo.
Both coaches sticking to their formulas, the same formulas that they used in game number 4 for their starting lineups. Camagnot, Hontiveros, Santos, Washington, and Freeman. For the San Miguel Beermen, Roger Yap, James Yap, Rafi Rivas, Mark Pingris, and Tony Washam. For the BMEG Derby Llamados, referees Strongy Aldaba, Art Herrera, and Raymond Morillo to officiate today's game.
There's two great lineups on the floor to start this basketball game.